Good morning, friends. Day 2 in London. Yesterday we got in at about 9:40 in the morning, and then we took the tube metro to the hotel and went out and walked around, had some nice dinner, and got some really good magic hour photography last night. So we're up early, fresh start. We go to the Abbey, and I think we're gonna go to Chinatown. Let's go. Look, kids, it's Big Ben. Look, kids, it's Big Ben. We happened upon the VE Day, Victory in Europe, World War II. Very cool. What a day. We were supposed to go to the... Where were we supposed to go?
Westminster Abbey.
We were supposed to go to Westminster Abbey, but what we learned...
There was a parade.
A very big, large parade. It was the anniversary of the victory in Europe from World War II. And we didn't know there was a big parade, but there was a huge parade. It was very cool to see all the paradeness, and people came out in droves because they closed down the underground and a lot of the streets, so we couldn't really get to where we were going. So unfortunately we didn't get to go to the Abbey, but we got to see the parade and walk around and do lots of really cool stuff. And then we went into Chinatown and we had amazing dumplings.
Soup dumpling.
And Chinatown was bustling. But the coolest thing is the restaurant that we were at, not the current restaurant, but the space that the restaurant was at, was the Chinese restaurant in the Warren Zevon song Werewolves of London. And we only knew that because it was on the wall, which was very cool. So we are here at the non-traditional fish and chips of London. We have Jen's is rockfish, mine's cod. We have the mushy peas and the curry sauce.
We're going to a museum and we're going to see mudlarker stuff. Mudlark. All about the mudlark.
I feel like I'm in a giant kaleidoscope. So we just went to the Docklands Museum and we checked out the mudlarking experience. Fascinating.
Fascinating. You can find all sorts of treasures at the bottom of the Thames when the tide is out.
The mudlarkers are very into the tides.
Yes.
And the timing of the tides.
And the moon.
And the moon, which control the tides. But what's very interesting is that they still, to this day, will find artifacts from the Roman times and all sorts of stuff that wash up into the muds in the banks of the river, which is fascinating to me. So, if you get a chance and you're into marine stuff, and there's tides. And the other part of the museum is very fascinating. It talks about the whole history of the docks here in London and through the war and the bombing and the fires and everything. It's pretty cool. So I can walk fast when I want to.
So you think it's an evil ducky?
You're a mistake.
We're now
Tower Bridge, Tower of London, and Tower Whittle Station. Please make your way to the front of the boat.
And here we are at the Borough Market.
Hello.
Hi. I am really excited about cheese right now.
Let's
There's
go.
a lot of cheese.
Do you think we can find something to eat here at the Borough Market?
No.
Let's
So
go.
many things.
It's a wall of cheese.
Here we're at the Borough Market. We stopped at the Black Pig to get this sandwich that's covered in Parmesan cheese. It's got ham and mozzarella. So, I'm gonna try it out.
There were a couple. Actually, there were a couple.
Oh my god. So good. Black Pig for the win. I made a huge mess all over my face with the lovely Parmesan cheese and mayonnaise and pork love.
Yeah, try the McGrunnell. If you're a McGrunnell fan.
Alrighty, the London leg of our trip is complete, and now we're off to great adventures in Wales. Let's go.